Good morning guys, Louisa here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to feature this orchid right here. This orchid right here is actually a keiki of another orchid, and it was given to me by I can't remember, but anyway, it was in bark, and it was just not thriving. I got this orchid probably about a couple of years ago, hoping that I could rebloom. This keiki was not a basil keiki, it was a flower spike keiki. So when it got heavier, the flower spike actually snapped. So I didn't have a choice but to actually take it out from the mother plant. Did not do anything for me. As I've said, 2 years in moss, water culture, what have you. I was really frustrated, and I just transferred it to moss again because it was just really dormant. It wasn't even producing new leaves nor new roots, what have you. So anyway, I dumped it in this little vase right here, and I have grown orchids in this method where I just damp the moss and then actually dump the water out, and it's just technically growing in moss until the moss gets really dried up. So anyway, I've tried this. Who knows that it might do something well. Tell you what, if you're being very patient, this was like about 4 weeks ago approximately, or even not that, probably about 3 weeks ago. So I just put it in the kitchen sink, which it gets the morning sun, not very harsh at all, very minimal sunlight. And then I looked at it today, so you can see there's no roots, it's just a little stump right there. So I've got one emerging, and where is it? I've got one at the back as well. So now I know that this orchid likes the moss, and for some reason in my new environment right now, when I actually put, like, one of my phals, my harlequin, was in bark, I really did not want to touch it because it was just producing blooms like crazy. So I just put a little bit of moss on the top, and then it was just, the roots were just growing so quickly and so vigorously, and I cannot imagine, I've never had an orchid like that. But for some reason, the moss actually adds humidity. I know that phals doesn't care too much about humidity, but it does thrive. But in my environment, and given the factors where I live right now, it likes moss. But yeah, so this one, my stubborn phals love moss. Most of my phals are in water culture at the moment. They're in semi-water culture because it's getting cold, shorter sunlight and all that, and then I'll transfer them back to full water culture when I leave for Asia for work. So anyway, yeah, so guys, do not ever give up on your phals if it's not doing anything. As long as the phal is not dying, I think you should try out some methods. Water culture is generally really great for all my phals given my conditions, but there are a few who doesn't like it. So if it doesn't thrive, it doesn't do anything for the longest time, change it and try other methods. And so now I know that this phal right here likes moss, so I will obviously leave her in moss because she is doing something for me. So anyway, you guys, that's about it. And if you haven't subscribed already, I'd love to have you on board. Just go ahead and click that button, and I'll see you on my next segment.